We will figure this out.
Uh-oh.
I see him.
I see all of you.
Strange.
He's
he
right
just
here
dropped
for
off
me. Can you hear David?
Good start to the stream.
Great night. Technical
I can hear
difficulties
everybody.
all.
Yeah, I can.
Well, I think
I hear
everybody
everybody.
can see
3, 2,
us.
1, live.
Yeah, I can see on the stream. Everyone looks good.
I-
I will. David can say anything he wants about me right now, and I will never know.
Oh no.
Well, unless
Does-
you go back and watch the video after.
That is weird.
It's a trap, David. Don't do it.
Tim is a very good-looking man, and I have trouble not making it weird. I have to tell you, he's extremely handsome.
Oh my gosh, that is
I'm having
so
trouble
funny.
controlling myself. I probably shouldn't be. drinking.
Good evening, Seth. Thanks for joining us once again.
Oh, Tim just disappeared.
Seth picking on me already.
I know.
Okay, is Tim there for
apparently
you guys
somewhere
right now? Because he just disappeared. There he is.
Okay, it's literally the back door, like everybody dropping in and out of everybody's screens.
I haven't had a problem. I see everybody.
I see everybody too, and hear everybody.
Should I leave and come back in? See if that helps.
Yeah,
Is it gonna
Sure.
mess
I
you
think
up?
I hear everybody. I can see everybody.
Good evening, Thatcher. Thank you
Hey,
for joining
Thatcher.
us.
Hey,
I
Thatcher.
think we're just trying to
Hey,
figure out
wait.
some backdoor issues.
Yeah, you guys can all hear and see us. We can't all hear and
I-
see each
not-
other.
I don't think everybody-
I don't know how
That's
that works.
fun.
I don't know exactly what's going on in the back room here. Let me just pull this up. No, everybody's here on my side.
Yeah, I see everybody here too, but David,
I do.
can you see in here, Tim?
Can you see your Tim?
Yeah, I can see everybody. Tim, or
Tim,
am I?
can you?
Well,
I cannot see David still.
You still cannot see David.
Nope.
That is
Here, let me-
weird.
Hmm.
If it's not going to mess you up too much, I'll jump out. And
I
come
don't
back
think
in.
it'll. I don't think it'll mess us
Okay.
up.
Let me try that. I'll be right back.
Okay. Good
did you
evening,
try
everybody that is watching. This is the greatest thing about. If it was all working right out of the gate, and then as soon as I'm like, hey guys, 10 seconds, and he's like, I can't hear or see David. I'm like, oh gosh. Oh, welcome to another evening of Mr. Rau Gaming Live. We have the gang back together. Currently, Tim is just reloading his screen. Tim from the Pro Game Hot Takes podcast. We got David Rodriguez of the All Games New and Old YouTube channel, and Riley Stock of the Board Game Community Show. And this has been a regular monthly occurrence for us, and it's one of the nights in a month that I really get to look forward to because you folks are such awesome, awesome company. Welcome, gents.
This is
Yep,
always a
excited to be
highlight
here.
for my month.
Okay, so Tim is back, but his video is not appearing on stream, which means I just have to just do this. Nope, I just have to I just have to.
no.
All I have to do is just reload.
The screen.
There we go.
The camera then.
Now he's back on stream. I just needed to do a little bit of that. Say hi,
All right.
everybody, Tim. We already did the introductions.
There we go. Hey, everybody.
Okay, before we get going, I'm just going to remind everybody that if you haven't already, push a like on this video. Like all the crazy, wacky randomness that always seems to appear when we all get on screen. Subscribe
disliked
to
it.
the channel and hit the notification bell. Because who doesn't like watching like four guys just try to run technology for 10 minutes already or something like that. Okay. Well, fellas, I believe it was David's pick for this time around. And I think originally he had picked Obsession on Board Game Arena. But then I think a little few things changed. Didn't really want to know something. Didn't want to really learn anything new or heavy or anything like that. So we kind of picked something that was familiar to a lot of us. What did you pick, David?
I picked Res Arcana, which might be pronounced Res Arcana. I don't know. I've heard it both ways, but it's one of those, and I really like it. It's just a cool, fun, light deck builder. I've been trying to learn new games this whole weekend, so I was like, I looked at a video for Obsession, and I was like, you know what? I'm not. It's my brain's gonna overload. I can't. It's not gonna happen. So I decided to take the easy way out because that's how I roll. So.
And the chat is already asking the important questions, Tim. What IPA are you drinking tonight?
This is Fear Movie Lions, the Stone IPA. It's a double IPA, so that's what I'm starting with. On my other hand, because I didn't want to have to get up in the stream, I've got a glass of red wine. Cabernet.
Wow.
Double fisted.
And I am not going to let him drink alone tonight. I have chosen an amber ale from a local brewery here called Rebellion Brewing, and it is fantastic. I am a very big fan of amber ales, and this one's been one of the better ones I've had in a while. So it's very, very caramelly and toasty. Very caramelly and toasty. So I like that. I like that. If that means anything to anybody watching.
That's what cold weather does to the hops.
Yes. It's
I'm
it's
actually
minus
trying an
25
IPA.
here tonight. So
Oh God.
it's pretty cold.
I'm trying Trailhead Tropical IPA. It's tolerable. It's
Tropical
fine. I'm not
probably-
an IPA guy. I keep thinking I should try some, and eventually I'll find one I like, and it's all right. It's all right.
It probably has a little bit of citrus in it, right? Which is probably more my style IPA as
Probably.
well. Yeah.
It says it
And
has
I've
notes
got
of
water.
mango, floral, and papaya. Don't know.
Nice, Riley.
Well done, Riley. Well done.
Riley's drinking water alone.
You could have spiced it up
I'm
with
the
maybe some iced
designated
tea.
driver.
You could have probably like spiced it up with some iced tea or lemonade or something. But
Well,
Maurice,
that's the hard stuff.
Maurice, welcome to the chat, Maurice. He says all of y'all
Hi, Maurice.
getting loose for this game, huh? Yeah, we're pretty good. We're pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Tolerable. You got to step it up, David says.
This is how I'm
Listen.
gonna win. Is they're gonna get so drunk that I'm just like, yeah. I played this once and I have no idea how to play it.
That's
I've
never
played,
stopped you before, Riley.
I know.
I know, that
Riley
means
says
nothing,
this.
Riley. Stop
Riley says this every month. I've
Yep.
never played this before, or I've played it once. I have no idea what's going on, and he absolutely just smokes us out of the water. So,
Yep.
Well, yeah. David and I played this. David invited me to play this like, I don't know, 6 months ago or something.
Something like that.
And-
It's been a while.
And I feel like I started to figure it out as we ended, but I won by a significant amount.
I feel
That's
a
what I'm here for.
significant
Riley.
amount. Like the game only goes to like 10 points triggers the game end.
Yeah, I don't know how I ended
Riley
up
had
in the negatives. I
22.
didn't think that was possible. In that game, but,
Maybe he had like 3 points and I had 10 or 11.
I don't remember. It
I was
probably
laughing.
that, though.
Riley and I did a review of Paperback Adventures together, which is a solo game, but we reviewed it together and we're talking through it. And I was like, "Yeah, I've lost almost every game." And Riley's like, "Really?" Because I found it really easy. I won every time. I was like, "Oh,
No,
Riley's
no,
just
no.
a better game player than I am."
No, that's not true. It's hard. I've won 3 out of 5. All right.
Yes. And I believe I've only played this game once, and I believe that was with Tim. It was kind of like, I think it was like last summer almost, or something like
Like an
maybe towards-
async.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was a very long ago. We played it kind of just like async, and I really enjoyed it. Actually, I've been trying to find a physical copy here around Saskatoon. I've asked them to put it on order for me if it ever comes in, because I actually really enjoyed the play.
Are we going to play with the expansions tonight?
There's oh my gosh, there's expansions to
I
this.
just got the
Yeah.
expansions, but I haven't even opened them yet.
Yeah, I think
But-
they're on. I think they're on BGA too. I think you can play with both of them.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
wow.
speaking of gameplay and BGA, I'm going to switch our screen over to the BGA screen, and I'm going to get our games all started.
Maybe they only have one of them on BGA. I can't remember now.
Okay, so we got this. We got normal game rules. No, we want to do the draft, right?
Well, first of all, don't put it in training mode. We need to get points for whoever wins this. You need to attract. You need this.
Okay.
point track.
I've been really bad at that. I've been putting all our games into training mode lately.
So all my wins haven't counted?
Nope.
No.
They're dead to you. They're never.
All right. The real count starts now.
Okay. Can I go no time limit?
You could, but I say we do real time, and then there's the pressure. You got the clock counting down every time. I like it. We probably need that in this game.
Okay.
Hey,
Now wait. Important question though. Do we want to play with the draft?
Yes.
We'll
I think
always
we should
play.
with the
Sure.
draft.
If there's a draft,
Yeah,
always
whatever.
play with a draft, right?
Yep.
Yes. Oh yes, and there is expansion number 1, Lux.
We totally don't have to play it. If a couple of you guys have only played one time, I think the base game is great. So no reason to.
I
mix it
really
up at
enjoyed
this
the
point.
base game the first time that I played it. I
Yeah.
want to explore that. Just
Yeah, that's
a little
cool.
bit more.
This first expansion just adds more cards.
okay.
It almost changes nothing else, but but it's fine. There's plenty of variety in the base game for your second play.
Maurice is asking, are there any expansions to make this solo, or is this a game that would be tough to make solo? I don't think that this would be a soloable game.
I think it'd be an excellent solo game. And here's why. Because all you're doing is basically playing a solo game and trying to get to 10 points. And so I don't remember if the expansions add a solo feature, if there's there might be a BGA variant, like a user variant, but I've always thought that this would be a really good solo game. If there was an official one, I'd play it.
Yeah, Thatcher here saying he's tried some of the homebrew solos that are found, but never found any of them.
Do like a thing where you're trying to get to 10 points within like a certain number of turns or something.
Yeah, that'd be the way to do it, basically. Right. I mean, there's some interaction in the game, but there's not a lot. There's a few cards that let you interact with other people. So I think a really simple automa would probably do some things like occasionally take a card out of the thing, a way that you couldn't buy, occasionally attack you and you'd have to pay life for it or something like that. So it'd be really simple to make a good one, I think.
Right.
Perfect. Okay.
Let's get on that, Tom Lehmen.
Which Tom Lehmen, designer of the game, which is also we played one of his games past Race for the Galaxy.
Yeah, I think that makes Tom Lehmen the official game night game designer at this point.
Yeah.
The most games played.
Most games played. Did everybody accept the game?
I
did.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Nope, I'm not even paying attention. Let me get on Board Game Arena. Let me start with
that. Sorry, I was like, I almost started the game. I almost started the game without Tim.
Oopsie.
Oh no.
So Marie says here, so what you're saying, Tim, is that I can make a case to the creators of this game to make a solo variant. You should make a case.
Heck yeah. I think it definitely could be done well.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I think I'm in now.
Are you in?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Apparently, he has also helped design or designed the Hot Zone pandemic and some of the pandemic expansions.
Oh.
Well, we won't hold that against him too much.
Son of a gun.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to choose an artifact.
Oh,
so when you're drafting, on the top left, you get the two characters that you're going to be able to choose from, but you don't have to pick them until you finish your draft.
Okay, perfect.
But you kind of know who you could choose from, which is fun.
Okay. Or this person, which seems pretty neat.
This is a good starting hand, which is why they do the draft here, because I would crush you guys if I just started with these 4 cards. Maybe. Probably not Riley. Riley will probably crush me regardless. He could have the worst hand possible. He's still going to win.
I did not have time at all this week to even look over the rules, so we'll see.
Have you not played it, Riley? Oh, you did once, you said, right?
I played it once, yeah. And even then, I didn't really know what I was doing. So
do I have to... Oh, okay, there we go. I was like, say...
Tabletop Express. Don't start picking sides already. Come on.
What? Welcome, Chris or Ryan. Probably Chris. Team Riley, what's going on here?
No, that's gotta be Chris.
What's going on here? That's ridiculous.
Wrong bet.
Seth, I need you to cheerlead for me. I need some Team Tims over here.
No.
It's my stream. It's my stream. Where are my fans? Where Team Tim? There we go. Okay, I'll pick this one.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that looks lovely. What do you do? Ooh.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, okay. Oh, that would actually be really neat. Or you could do that one. Oh, let's pick that one. Because essentially we're going to draft 8 cards, and those are going to be the only 8 cards we have access to for the whole game.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
So the cost is how much it takes to spend it. Collect is how much I'll be collecting every round.
Yes. They're kind of like your income. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
So it is important to have some of those.
Okay, so what do I got going on here? Oh, what card did I end up with? Ooh. That's actually tasty. What do you do? Sorry, I like talk. Ooh, look at what you do.
Well.
Seth says he's cheering for Tim just because he likes IPAs, not because he's handsome.
No, not just handsome. Because he's so handsome. I think that's what he meant to say. Not just because I'm so handsome.
I like the way that I said it better. Oh, Thatcher says Team Riley because he's the only one I've had the pleasure of talking to before.
Thank you. He was my guest last week, so if you listened last episode.
Yes, fantastic interview. I always listen.
Thank you. You're the one person. Thank you.
I am that one person that always ends up listening.
Riley, after the several weeks of absence, I didn't even think you still had a show anymore.
I know. Oh, I almost did one, but I like went to just record it on my phone, and I was like this, and then just coughing, and I couldn't even get like two or three sentences out without coughing.
Ooh.
What?
Okay,
what's the red is the like red one at the bottom. That's 1 point.
That's a victory point.
That's a victory
exactly.
point, yes.
Yeah, counts towards one of the 10 you need for your end game.
Oh no, I don't know which one I want to go with here.
Oh. And what is the hexagon is like
generic resource,
exactly, right?
Yeah.
And then if there's a resource listed and then kind of a red with maybe a dash through it, I can't tell.
That probably means you have to spend that resource to then do what's to the right of the arrow. Is that what you're seeing? Oh, you know what? That's an attack one. So if it looks like a so it's gonna, when you tap that card, typically it's probably like a dragon. It's gonna make other people have to give up that resource.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a red X. It's an
like
artifact. It's this. Maybe it's a bullseye. I can't tell. It's so small. That's okay. Hey, you know what? Let's choose it. Why not? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, just go for it.
Seth is asking for strategy in Dune Imperium. So Seth, 4 easy points. Move up to level 2 on the alliance tracks on the left-hand side. That's number 1. Number 2, don't go for any battles. Don't put any waste on any battles that don't have points for them. Those are the 2 most important things you need to know in a first game.
Perfect. Place. Ooh, that's actually pretty nice, but I think I'm going to have to go with you, the druid. I shall go with the druid.
Shoot, did I just Oh, good. Sometimes they word them weird and they say it'll be like, click the one, you choose which one to discard or choose which one to keep.
All right, so people, we're choosing our starting thingamajiggers. What are they? I don't even know what they call them. Essentially, we're going to choose one of these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 magic items from the center of the table, and we're going to have access to that for the round. So it kind of gives us a little bit of an extra little ability for the round. And essentially, what we're also going to want to try to do is claim some of these. I believe they're called monuments. And these places of power, which grant us victory points and give us victory points if we're able. But they have really high, if I hover over this one, the Sunken Reef has 5 blue, 2 red, and 2 green resources, and it's going to give you a victory point for every blue resource that's on that particular card. And so we're going to try to get these cards.
Okay, so are we all seeing the same cards where like transmutation is on the far right?
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's that symbol in the parentheses that's got the resource and then like.
Oh yeah, that means so in that case you would tap the card, you'd spend 3 resources of your choice to get 3 resources of your choice that are not gold. So in that case it's saying
gold.
You can't take gold.
Just disclude. Okay.
So it's exactly. Exclude. Or disclude. It works.
Yeah, both are.
Also, people in the chat, I think Seth's watched some of my streams before. I've changed over to this new bigger area screen. I've put kind of like our video screens over top of where all that BGA stuff, like just kind of like the what's happening, the turn tracks on the right-hand side. Just let me know if you like the way that it looks. Some people were mentioning that they wanted a bigger focus on the play area. So I think I've tried to do that.
I think it looks good, Ryan.
Yeah, I do too.
My limited knowledge of graphic design lets me do some of these things. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to take this one.
All right.
Okay, so we've got off to my weekly CHEL night on Xbox. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, Chris from the Tabletop Express. Thanks, Seth. He says that everything's looking good. And Marie says, this looks amazing. The BGA stuff isn't necessary, and y'all are good at answering questions in the chat as they come through. Thanks, Maurice. We try. I don't even know how many times we've done this already, so I think we should have some sort of practice.
And yet it still took us 20 minutes to actually get the game started.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties and me dragging my feet, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Tim, you're supposed to pretend like we have this all under control. Come on. What are you doing?
No, everything just goes off the rails. I'm just going to slide down here because I think I can see everybody else. There we go. There's everybody else's screens. So you can see that Riley, he is being a witch this game. We've got Tim's being an alchemist, and David's being a duelist.
Also, the name of the best magazine for Magic the Gathering in like 1997.
Duelist?
Yep, that was the name
That's
of it.
definitely why I picked that.
That's a blast from the past for some people, I imagine.
Seth, you're right. Just 20 minutes more time spending time with friends and drinking a beer. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And this isn't a long game.
Well,
No.
It will be tonight.
we will find a way to make this like a 1 hour game, won't we?
Yeah. I was making a personal goal to not be the slowest, and I'm looking at our time already, and I'm down to 41, and the next one is 1:48. So I'm already over a minute longer on turns. So not a great start.
And that includes how long David's taken on this turn right now. So that's amazing.
Yes. Take your time, please.
Hey,
David.
shut up. Listen.
Take a minute and a half more at least.
Hey,
well, I realize
Chandler,
that Ryan spends a lot of time thinking about his moves, and he wins, and I don't, and I lose.
So that's something I talked about with my guest my episode tomorrow. My guest is a streamer, and she was talking about how there's 3 things that you need to do during a stream, and you can only do
Brian,
2 of them well.
Okay.
And so I was like, the only thing I do is play the game well, apparently. The other 2 you guys all make up for and let me play the game.
No, Riley, you do good at the look good on camera part too. So that's 2 out of 3.
There you go.
Oh, shucks.
Oh, yeah. Shucks. Gosh.
All right. Okay, shoot. It's my turn. This is scary.
Everybody start talking to Riley right now.
Yeah.
Are we going to kick him out if he goes below his time limit?
That would be fair.
Yeah, we should.
That's awesome. And yes, Brian said he can't stay long, but wanted to say hi. He's got his money on David. So far, everybody's voting for everybody else but me. So.
Oh, no. I hope you take it.
Brian is probably going to lose money. I'm sorry.
And Brian Chandler, he's also saying he did log in expecting Riley's beard to make an appearance. Well, we got clean-shaven Riley tonight.
Yeah, I shaved today.
Everybody's clean-shaven today.
I got stubble.
Yeah,
I got a bit of stubble here.
There's no like full beards going on. I don't feel like we qualify for gamers. Like, shouldn't board gamers all have like huge beards?
We should. It's a little disappointing now that I realize it.
Thank you, Maurice. You can't flee.
I'm just gonna grow like my neck beard, like not anything up here. I'm just gonna have it straight from my neck.
Team Ryan, because of Go Pack Go. Yes, Maurice is a fellow Green Bay Packers fan, just like almost everybody else in the Great White North here seems to be a Packers fan around from where I am.
Maurice, do you live in Wisconsin?
Oh no,
I know it's not a requirement, but I grew up on the border of Wisconsin and Illinois, and I was on the Illinois side, so we don't like Green Bay Packers where I come from.
Oh, you're more.
But I'm pretty indifferent to be honest.
I was gonna say, do you follow the NFL, Tim?
Not really.
No, not really.
Not really.
Yeah. I grew up in a big football household. Maurice is in Idaho.
Idaho, okay.
Yeah, big football household. So it was like NCAA all Saturday, NFL all Sunday, Thursday night games, Monday night games, CFL, Canadian Football League here when it's on. Lots of football, and it's funny too because I don't even coach the football teams at my school. I just kind of just attend the games.
Do you want to coach? Is that something you've done before?
I have done it in the past, and I just remember it being such a time commitment.
Yeah.
It's such a huge time commitment. Now that I have younglings in the house. All right. What's David doing here?
I'm not sure.
Riley's just taking really long turns.
Please, because I'm at -4 seconds. Is this how much?
Oh, can we kick him out now?
To be the time for the entire game?
No. Basically, you get like a certain amount of time per turn, and then it adds a little bit every turn. But you get a buffer, so you have a little bit of time. That if you take a quick turn, then you get some buffer for a longer turn. But you're not supposed to be out by the second turn, Riley.
I know. Gosh. All right, but I know what my next turn is.
Do you?
Oh, I see.
Well, maybe you'll gain some. But let's see if you go into the positive. Maybe you'll net some up.
I'm in that. Yeah, I'm coming back.
And we've got Mike joining us into the chat.
Hey,
here.
Mike.
Says, hey, fellas.
Hey, Mike.
Played this quite a few times with Tim, and based on my record against him, I'll put my money on him. Everybody's putting their money on Tim. Okay.
Yeah, well, but Mike, listen, you haven't seen how bad Riley beats me at almost every game we play, so I wouldn't put too much money on it.
Okay, so that one's that.
I am hoping for a win tonight, though. I feel like it's owed.
You are owed a win. You
Wow.
need a win.
Okay, wait.
Little
I
entitled
forget what
there,
the
buddy.
record is. Has Ryan won?
I've
Ryan's
only won
won a
one
couple
game. I think I've only won
just
one game.
one.
I won Blood Rage.
Okay.
That's right. Okay.
That's the only game that I've won on stream.
And I only won Space Base. So that barely counts because that's all luck. So I don't even know if that
And-
one is fair.
So is it
Listen, I've
possible
gotten
that
second place against Riley a couple times, and I think that's pretty good. So
is it possible already for me to not have anything to do?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
it is.
Okay, I'll pass. Choose a new.
If you
magic
play
item.
poorly, it totally is. Mhm.
I
think
don't.
my wife is
Oh
printing
my
something,
God.
so I'm in a mute.
David just disappeared on me again. What the heck? Not visible.
oh
Why did that
man,
happen?
Interesting. He's still here with us.
Yeah, this is the same
Yeah.
thing that happened last time. Oh, he
I
came
see
back.
all you guys.
He came back
Oh, good.
this time. Nice.
All right. Woohoo.
And the David came back. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Tim is always boasting that he plays all these games all the time, like all the time on BGA. And then he comes
then I
on here,
lose terrible.
and then he comes
I'm
on here, and he seems like he forgets how to play.
It's because you guys distract me. That's what it is. I'm talking too much.
Oh,
I'm trying to perform. See, you can't do all three
So-
things good. I'm trying to do the performing thing good. I'm trying to give some conversation, and then I don't play well.
I'll do the
Wait,
I'll do
hold
the
on, Tim,
beer
just
drinking
so-
thing. Is that an acceptable
This
thing for
is you
streams?
trying to perform good. I'm just, okay, fine. I mean, everyone has different standards. It's cool.
David, stop! I almost spit my beer onto my computer.
Why is it not? So I'm trying to play a card. I click on it, right?
Okay.
And then it's not letting me like click on the resources. Oh,
So-
I got to click on the yellow spot.
Yeah, you don't need to click on the resources.
my
It'll automatically
goodness.
take the resources for you.
I just wasn't seeing the yellow spot, so I clicked on it and then I discarded it first, and I
Oh
could
no.
not for the life of me figure that out.
Well done, Riley. Well done.
And I played the wrong card because I got so flustered with it. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna win this.
This game is so interesting because like so many of the turns are just like a simple little action to take some some resources or a resource or whatever. So it's like you can wait for a long time for your turn and then do almost nothing. By the way, guys, you can always discard a card for a gold or for two resources of your choice that are not gold. So you can do that. I apologize if I didn't remind you of that earlier.
I forgot about that rule. Yeah, I forgot about that one. And I even watched a video this afternoon just to try to remind myself of a couple of the nuances, and I forgot about that one. That could have really helped me.
So you can discard one card for 2 of any resource
or a gold. Yeah.
Or a gold.
It'll be fine. Everything's fine.
It's all fine here. How are you?
It's all fine.
So what have you guys been playing lately?
I have rediscovered my love. I've rediscovered my love for Under Falling Skies, the solo game.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
My gosh, I realized when I opened up the box again that I haven't played any of the campaign content, that I was just playing base game, and wow. The extra cities, the scenarios, and the little player powers you get really, really add a nice layer to the game.
I've only played a couple of the campaign stories so far, so I need to get further into that. But I was having a lot of fun with that game. That's a cool one.
Yeah, so I just streamed it on Tuesday night, and it was a ton of fun. All this beer drinking and no beards, you guys aren't doing it right. You know that, right? Says Seth.
Mike said, I have heard a little about Riley's beginner luck, so I guess he does have a chance.
It's not untrue.
Maurice, I've never heard of the Shared Dream.
Have you all played the Shared Dream? It's currently sitting on my shelf of shame I've never heard of that one. I might have to look into the interwebs to see what that one actually, what that's about. Let's take it here. The Shared Dream Board Game Geek. Oh, the box cover has already drawn me in. That thing looks cool. What kind of game is this, Maurice? There's like tiles and miniatures and cards up the wazoo. Looks like it was on Kickstarter. Interesting. And Maurice is also saying he won a copy of Here to Slay, and he's loved every little bit of it. I've seen that one.
That's a solo game,
many
right?
times.
No,
Here to Slay.
You can play it too, but it's better like 3+. It's the Unstable Unicorns people.
Oh, okay. I remember that now. That's fun.
Very cute art.
I did not like Unstable Unicorns at all, but Here to Slay did seem a little bit more interesting.
I really enjoy it. I've only gotten to play it maybe like 3 times, but I think it's great.
Nice.
And Seth saying he's playing Endless Winter this past Saturday.
Ooh.
Interesting.
How did you like it, Seth? A lot of people have been telling me you said it's a lot of fun. Nice. I think we might review that one soon. That's a good possibility because I'm kind of interested in another deck building worker placement game.
I'm going to play
I played Veil Wraith all day today, pretty much, and it's weird. It said it was like a deck building game, and I don't think that is accurate. Like you really there's like 5 scenarios you're supposed to go through, and you really only like change one card out at the end of the scenario. You're not buying cards during the game, and it's a beautiful game. It's all in black and white, and I was really excited about it because I really liked one of the other games, Gloom of Kilforth.
Hey, sorry, real quick. If I discard a card, will it come back eventually?
Yeah, you only have 8 cards in your deck, so it will get reshuffled back into your draw pile if you get to the bottom of the deck.
Perfect. Thanks. Sorry. Go ahead, David.
And how dare you, first off. But the thing is, like, so I played the first mission, and I was like, all right, well, that was really easy, but I mean, first mission, so okay. And I played the second one. It was like a little harder. I'm like, all right, we're progressing. There's only 5 missions, but I've now gone through 4 out of the 5, and I've been in no danger of losing at any point. And I keep looking at the rules thinking, like, am I missing something? Like, maybe I'm getting something wrong. And everything I keep thinking it could be, I look and I double check and I'm doing it right. I'm like, God, is it really this freaking easy? It doesn't seem.
Do they offer difficulty levels? Like, can you increase the difficulty by like changing something?
So there are, but they're kind of like, they don't make each individual scenario more difficult. It's more like the long-term entire like campaign thing if you go through all the scenarios, which is fine, except for that, like the hardest one, like you basically have lives, right? So like you have like 5 lives in the basic game. So if you lose one of your lives and you have to start that mission over. And so you don't want to lose all of them before the end. Well, I have 1 mission left to do and I haven't lost a single one of those 5 lives. And the hardest difficulty they have is that you only have 1 life. So I'm like, I might beat this thing on the hardest difficulty, not trying to.
Well, I guess that would be the way to play at least, though, because if there's a little, there's a little bit of risk, I guess, if something doesn't go. Is there any luck in it? Like, could you lose based on some bad dice rolls or card draws or something?
I mean, I guess you could have credit card draws, but I don't even know that. The problem is you get halfway through the mission and you can kind of put these like power-ups on your card, and you get to the point where almost nothing you draw is as far as the bad guys go is going to matter. Like you're going to stomp them. Like, I don't even know how wrong I could possibly go on that. I could be wrong, but
David, was it a Kickstarter?
What?
Was it a Kickstarter?
They had it on Kickstarter. I didn't buy it on Kickstarter.
Okay. But that's probably the problem, because it was on Kickstarter.
Oh God, I swear. It's hard for me to defend it when I'm saying that this game may have some problems, but like, come on, Tim. Come on, look.
Hey Riley, did you see how fast I took my turn?
A lot of those games are not going to be good.
I did.
Oh my God. Tim.
David's in negative now.
Did Kickstarter hurt you? Did it hurt you? Like,
listen, I'm just watching out for our listeners. I'm just trying to protect our friends and our listeners. I'm just trying to let people know that you don't need to.
Can you point on the computer screen where Kickstarter hurt you?
I would just bet. I would bet that the ratio of like games that make it to retail stores that are good versus bad, and the games that successfully fund on Kickstarter that are good versus bad is not actually that different. I bet it is.
I bet it is a bit different because publishers actually know they have to make money, so they print games that are likely to be play tested and well liked and things like that. So I think there's a difference. Now the difference these days is that Kickstarter is now publishers basically just taking pre-orders for copies, so it's a little different. But I bet 2 years ago,
Now I saw a post on this on Twitter. I can't remember who even posted it, that they're saying that they're choosing to use Kickstarter instead of just like saying opening them up pre-orders on their websites is because putting them on Kickstarter actually is like almost guaranteed traffic and attention.
It's free marketing for sure.
Marketing.
That's a reason to do it. Yeah, I get that. Brian said somehow Tim's Kickstarter pain results in Tim backing a lot of Kickstarters. I'm such a hypocrite. It's true.
I wanted to do. Which one did I want to do here?
This is the first game I've actually really played in like 3 weeks. So.
Oh my!
What are you doing, Riley?
I have not. I know.
It's like that.
On top of stuff.
It's been.
You didn't play games on Kimmy's birthday? Come on.
Yeah. Nope, I did not. That was a birthday gift to her. I'm actually two of my favorite games this year are Wonderland's War and Paperback Adventures, and I can't decide which one I like more. And Saturday, the designer of Paperback Adventures, Sky, is coming over with his wife, and I am teaching him Wonderland's War to help me decide which one I like more.
Interesting.
I was actually thinking about that because we're probably in a couple of weeks we're going to do our like 2020 best of 2020 episode.
Yeah.
And both of those are right at the top of my mind. I got to go back and revisit what else I played.
Or 2022?
2022.
Okay.
I can't play and entertain at the same time. I told you guys this. Which one do you want me to win this game, or do you want me to play?
Hey, I've got plans of brewing here. And I'm managing all the technical stuff on the back end, trying to make sure that David doesn't keep disappearing on Tim and stuff like that.
Oh, that was your fault earlier. Okay, that makes sense.
No, I'm trying to fix it.
Mike asked a question to you, Tim, what the racing or car themed game that you backed or
I backed Motor City, and it's a roll and write game about making cars, muscle cars in Detroit in like the 1950s and 60s. I think that's one you're thinking of. That's the only car themed one I backed. It's actually supposed to. I think it's on a boat right now, so it should be delivered in January. Is what they're targeting. I'm excited about it though.
And Maurice here has got another one that I have never heard of.
Same. I'm like, Maurice, where are you hearing about all these games?
Where do you get these games? Stygian Society?
Kickstarter. I guarantee it's on Kickstarter.
And if so, what did you all think of it?
I've never heard of it.
I'm sorry, Maurice. I am of no help of your.
Somebody is a scholar on board games, and it's none of us. It's Maurice.
Right. That's why Maurice has got more followers than me.
No, it's because he's a cooler guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
I can't even hold
back. No, listen, Ryan, you're a newer channel. You got to remember, it takes time to build an audience. It's fine.
Oh, I know.
It's all.
Is Maurice newer than him?
I don't know. No,
I have no idea. We kind of started around the same time. And except for Maurice, when he was on my channel, we played Flamecraft together with Chris Morris, and he keeps thinking that I'm a bigwig, or at least he kept mentioning that I'm like in up with the stars and everything like that. And I'm like, no, man, I'm just doing my thing with all the people that I love.
I was listening to your podcast well before I ever conceived of my own podcast, so I do feel like you're kind of a rock star, right? Ryan?
Aw, heart. Okay, wait. I wanted to do this, and I am going to spend you. I will confirm.
And I pulled up Stygian Society, and I feel like I remember seeing this like a year or two ago. It has a big tower, and you have to like climb the tower or something. I don't know.
Seth wins the comment of the day so far with Maurice rocks a beard, so that makes him instantly better than y'all.
Man.
Oh.
Okay, I got to up my beard game then. I'm going to be taking...
Don't listen to Seth. We don't need any more hairy dudes around here. Clean-shaven guys are the way to go.
Okay, but what's our opinion on chest hair?
No, shave it off. Wax it. Chest hair's
oh my God. I would be so cold if I did that. It's like half my insulation, right?
I would say it's like a staple for like Canadians.
What about back hair?
Keep it.
Can I
keep it all.
Yeah, keep the back hair.
Nope,
braid it.
Wait, I don't have a wait, cancel. And...
I used to kind of brush mine up over my head to conceal my receding hairline, but I decided to save my head, so I don't have to do that anymore.
New magic item. Wait a minute.
We should maybe next month. No, summer edition, right? We do the swimsuit edition.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the
manscaping
edition, but I guess that's kind of the same thing.
Well,
can we? So we should make. So are we suggesting we make like our own, like the board gamers streamer content creators calendar?
Heck yes.
But no guys on it, please.
I've got so many ideas. I gotta write them down now.
I think you have to have one of each gender on each month. Like, so it'll be like Rodney Smith and Becca Scott back to back, or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Making me hot there, Riley.
See ya, Brian. Thanks for checking us out.
Yeah,
I saw
that.
Oh, thanks, Brian.
Marie says the liquor.
Good luck mostly to David. Okay.
Marie says the glicker really kicking in now. Yes, congratulations to Becca Scott. That was some huge news.
Yeah,
She's
we know you're watching, Becca.
Viewer. Yeah.
Yes.
I have a funny story about Becca Scott. So before I even had a channel, I was at a little like camping retreat with my family. And we're in this like camping lodge, and I met somebody who said they were into board games. So I busted out Underwater Cities. I brought it to play with my wife. I taught them Underwater Cities, and I'm playing. They live in like Pasadena, and they're like, "Oh, hey, by the way, do you know Becca Scott? She's a friend of ours. We had her over for games the other day."
Huh?
And I was just like, "That's awesome. We got to meet." And so I actually set up a game day to like have them over to my house to play games so that I could meet Becca Scott. and then the pandemic happened, and it never happened.
Oh, that's too
sucks.
bad. She's somebody that I have not reached out to, but before I started the podcast, I said I made my top 5 list, and she was one of the 5.
You should do it, man. Yeah. That's scary.
She had a podcast for a real brief while that I actually really enjoyed a lot. It made me actually terrified of her because she sounds extremely competitive, like really a lot. I'm afraid if I got in a game with her, it's probably best that I don't tend to win games because I think maybe she would stab me if I did. Like Riley, you should maybe not play against her. I'm concerned. I don't know.
When I was designing a lot more, I thought it would be so fun to like have my game be played on her channel, right? That would be amazing. I mean, I still think that, but
well, I'm pretty sure you can pay her for that, Riley. It's not a big like
yes.
Thing you have to.
No, well,
like that's how games get played on her channel. People pay her for that.
So run a GoFundMe.
Fair.
Go run a GoFundMe, saying I need to raise money so I can pay somebody else to play my game.
Okay, all right.
I would be happy to donate $5 to you, Riley, if it helps.
I'm going to be
Thank
like
you.
I'm going to be Patrick from SpongeBob SquarePants, and I've got $3.
Tim, these other 2 are contributing. What you got?
$10, man. I'm in.
Whoa!
There we go.
$18. That should do it.
I think you need to add on at least a 0 and then multiply it by.
Yeah, I wonder what they do pay.
Oh shoot! I just messed up. Oh, darn it!
Yes, this is how I win.
The plans are working. The plans are unfolding.
You can't even blame it on glitches this time.
No, I can blame it on my being entertaining, though.
Yes. The SpongeBob reference was beautiful. Oh gosh. Okay, what can I do? I need. Oh wait, you said I can discard a card for a piece of gold, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes.
And it can be from my hand?
Yes. It has to be from your hand.
It has to be from my hand.
It has to be from your hand. That's right.
Okay, I want to can I do discard for yes. Now how do I choose? Oh, I just put it in the discard and then I can take a piece of gold. There we go. Got it. I will confirm my move. Okay. Because I was like, how do I get the piece of gold? Right. Tim told me that like 5 minutes ago. So what else has everybody been playing lately?
Yeah, I literally have Paperback Adventure set up on my table right now, but I've been playing some One Deck Galaxy, and Lacrimosa, which we'll talk about on tomorrow's or Monday's episode. And then I've been playing, let's see, what else? Yeah, those are the big things, I think, this week.
Anybody or what are all your, oh my gosh, talking's hard. Restart this. So Tim gave us some future content that's coming out. What's some future content from everybody else?
I am interviewing Joe the Phantom Meeple tomorrow for one of my mic drop episodes. I was supposed to interview him last week, but I was very sick and I sounded like a toad. And I was very, very like spacey brained. So I'm marginally less so now. So hopefully it'll be okay. But I'm excited about that. We are doing what the hell are we doing?
You don't sound a lot less spacey brained right now.
Is he talking about?
Yeah, I know. I like there's all kinds of stuff. I have hordes of unboxings, of course, as always. We just reviewed the Dice Throne Santa versus Krampus little set there, so that's coming out soon. So that's kind of like the for sure stuff on the horizon.
Sweet.
Joe's been on my podcast and he insulted me on it, and I loved it because he was like, "Oh, any board gamer that's worth their weight has played 18x games," and I'm like, I don't even know what 18x games are, man.
What if they look really bad? So I don't know. I disagree on that. I think if 18X games don't look fun, then you don't have to have played them. You don't have to play stuff that doesn't look fun to you. This hobby does not require you to do homework or do jobs that are not fun. That's why I'm not going to play Twilight Imperium.
Like, when I hear trains, I'm like right at neutral, and then they're like, no, but it's mostly about stocks, and then my interest plummets. It's like,
exactly.
Wait, but it's not your standard train game. It's like that, but with way more boring stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I'm good. I would try one, but I don't want to that much.
Yeah. It had piqued my interest when I had overheard some guys in Saskatoon here say, yeah, when we're playing, we have to have a laptop and a spreadsheet open next to us so we can track how everybody's income and stocks are flowing. I'm like, oh my God, that sounds like the worst and best thing ever in my in my life.
All right, so not to derail this conversation about 18XX games, but Seth Gonzalez just said, so it's that season. I'll ask, eggnog, yay or nay? And I have a very strong feeling about this, so I want to hear your guys' feeling first.
I haven't had eggnog in years, but I also don't drink alcoholic eggnog. But we actually picked some up this year, and it's good. I like it. But again, it's just non-alcoholic stuff.
Yeah, I like it. I don't love it, and I get kind of tired of it after a point. But it's just during the holidays, so I'm good. That's all right.
You're welcome. Everybody got a black resource from me.
Thanks, dude. Thank you.
I'm keeping the game friendly.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, there's been no attacks yet.
I'm impartial on eggnog. Like when I drink it, it's okay, but it's nothing that I actually seek out and go get every holiday season.
Wrong answer from all of you. It's the best thing that's ever been created. And I'm on a diet this year, so I'm not going to get any this year, and it's really sad. Maybe that will be my one cheat this year.
When I was in my early 20s, I would buy it by the gallon and drink it like multiple gallons a month.
I love it. I love it, actually. This is one drink where alcohol doesn't make it better. Rum actually ruins it a little bit, although I do sometimes drink it with rum in it. But mostly, I just want it right out of the carton. It's so good. What about you, Seth? Yay, he's a yay too. I figured you were an eggnog guy.
Marie says, my man Tim's got a thesis on why it's the best. And Seth uses
bourbon. Bourbon's that's a good idea, actually. Bourbon's good. It's a little bit better. I actually tried that last year. It was a little better.
I tried a homemade eggnog once, and I don't know. I've never had homemade eggnog. I've only had store-bought, and I don't know if it was made correctly or not. But it tasted fine. But the texture was, wow. It tasted. The texture was like someone already maybe had it and then released it back out into the world. It was.
That's hilarious.
It was not great.
Oh my God, you guys are helping me out so much here.
Really?
Love it. Yeah,
I know. Like
I've got cards that give me resources based on the resources that you have, and you guys are collecting a bunch of resources, and I'm just like stockpiling stuff. It's amazing.
Oh gee.
Oh God, it's back to me already.
I'll probably still lose to Riley though. Doesn't matter.
Well, I say we've got the booming game of 1-to-1-to-1 right now.
Yeah, but Riley's point is a fake point. It's gonna go away.
Yeah, mine's just the first
player
token,
point.
Right?
Honestly, mine is too. Mine. I've got a dragon egg I'm going to sacrifice at some point so my dragon never comes up.
Okay.
What does this guy do? Okay, that art on the Bone Dragon card looks amazing.
Yeah, the art in this whole game I think is amazing. This is.
I agree.
One of my favorite fantasy, like just kind of generic high fantasy art styles. Like they did such a cool job of making it look like super realistic with a little bit of bright colors in there and stuff. I love the production in this game. I'm actually really digging this at 4 players too. I almost exclusively played it at 2. I think I played 1 3-player game, but I think it's pretty cool.
This
would
4. This is a great 2-player game. But that 4-player game, this looks like pretty good. What's Maurice saying here? Maybe y'all heard of a Gears of War game. I have. Y'all played that? Have y'all played that one?
I haven't played it, but I actually hear it's really good, and I would love to play it sometime.
Maurice,
I have heard of that game too.
You can't see it because my screen's so small, but it is on my shelf right behind me.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, but I am flipping you off right now.
You can't see this off screen here, but
I only just acquired it this past fall, so I have not had a chance to play it yet. But that is definitely going to be in the near future.
You guys still amaze me like that. Like, I acquired this several months ago, so it's not on my to-play list yet.
I know.
I have one game on my shelf of shame right now, but I did punch it and learn it, and it's called Warsaw City of Ruins, because I found it cheap at a half-price bookstore. Have you guys ever been to a half-price books, or do they have those in Canada?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what
Nope.
that is.
I had never been to one. I'd heard about sometimes you can find deals there, but there's one right down the street from my house, and we walked into it after breakfast the other day, and they have a decent amount of used games, some decent ones at very cheap prices, but a lot of sealed games that are very cheap too. Like, they bought overstock stuff. They had some great games there for like super discounts. So I'm excited to be stopping in there regularly. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely go frequently, because you can hit lulls where there's not much, but then you go in one day and it's like someone has brought in like the best stuff on earth, and it's incredible. So
Marie
I gotta
says,
go a little ways to get to one, but it's worth
Marie
it.
says Half Price Bookstore is the greatest board game store that no one visits.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, you're not going to find a lot of new stuff in there, but you're going to find a pretty cool mix of interesting stuff. It's pretty neat.
I looked up the closest one to me, and it's up by Maurice. So I'll head up there, Maurice. We can hit it up together.
Noise.
Yeah, that's gonna be my like new favorite. Like, I just gotta run in the store and see if there's anything interesting to purchase off the shelf. Guys, I hope you don't mind. I purchased 2 places of power the last 2 turns. You good with that?
No.
Okay.
What?
Not really,
Look at
but
that. So he's just gonna skyrocket in points soon here, right?
I thought that those. I would have bought one of those because I could have.
You guys should have bought them. Yeah, you should have bought them before.
I didn't. I thought they were like you just buy them anytime, like in Dominion, right? Like it's just
no.
It's
Yeah, you have to take a turn. You have to take a turn.
You have to take a turn, and it's the first come first serve.
Good to know. That's fine. I'll still win.
It's fine. It's all fine here.
Everybody's fine.
I passed on like my second turn, so.
Let me just see. Sorry, guys. I'm going to take 1 second on this turn. Gotta figure what to untap here. I think we'll untap our Dwarven Pickaxe.
I know I showed you guys, but Tim didn't reply to the next Marvel United tease.
There was a Marvel United tease.
I fell asleep after reading.
Was it actually Marvel United? Like, I didn't know
that.
that's really what they were getting at, or if they were just screwing around.
It says what's next in the master plan, and that's been their go-to tagline for anything Marvel United. And
okay.
I am upset because there is so much Marvel United on my shelf in the other room there that I don't know if I'm going to be able to house any more Marvel United.
Yeah, they're going to have to come up with something.
They're going to have to come up with something extraordinary, like super extraordinary.
Everything is Galactus size.
It's like
there's a lot of characters left to explore.
Oh gosh,
it's probably going to be
are they like characters that people care about, or is it like way like? I mean,
it's going to be like Silver Age, Marvel United.
Yeah,
it's going to be like all the original. It's going to be like Bucky and Captain America, like old school Captain America.
Maybe, yeah.
What would be insane and awesome is if they did almost like a redo of making it more of like a dungeon crawler, or completely changing like the game mechanics and giving you the options
cool.
to use.
And what would be cool too is if you could use your current Marvel United characters for it. Yeah. I would be totally on board with somebody making a better game with the same cool minis, because I like the minis in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they've already done X-Men, so for me, it's kind of all downhill from here. I don't know what they could come out with that's going to be like a better thing for me. That doesn't seem possible.
Here's Ted.
Nobody's played any attack cards yet this game.
What's going on here?
Surprising.
It says, just stop buying that butt ugly Packers merch and you can afford more. I see how it's going to be.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Can I mute Seth now in the chat? On JK. I haven't bought any Packers merch this year because they are just not doing well. Not doing well. Was this going? Oh no, I'm gonna leave that on there. Bear down, baby. Please mute Seth immediately.
There we go. I knew I had some Chicago fans here.
These games with miniatures are wild on prices. I want to play it, but I might grab later down the road. Simon also just announced that a lot of they're bringing a lot of their stuff into retail. A lot of that Marvel United stuff is now coming into retail. Oh, yeah.
And probably at a great discount, like $10 a box or something like that. I hope you guys feel good about your Kickstarter backings.
Hey, but they come with one more miniature than the retail ones.
Right. $20 miniature, well worth it.
Yeah, you can't get Spider-Ham in that Spider-Man pack.
So, that's right.
How do you feel about that?
And I got Storm. And I got Storm
with
have
an
mohawk.
Incomplete life if you don't have Spider-Ham, obviously. All right, let's see.
As someone who finally fell into one of Kaman's big Kickstarter all-in things, I can't argue with you guys. And it's so dumb too, because like I know I could probably play this game infinitely and not be tired of the content I've got, but I want to play with more infinite content.
I know. It's such a good game though.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys hear that? There's a song "Infinite Content" by what's the name of the band? Arcade Fire. Arcade Fire has a great song called "Infinite Content."
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
So they're one of my favorite bands. Absolutely, I can't remember their name, but I absolutely love them.
Guys, bear with me. I have to step away for just a minute, okay?
No worries.
Sure.
Go for it, dude.
I got Undead or Alive, and I have not gotten it to the table yet. I'm so upset. And I feel like I will get Marvel's Zombicide, the base game, before I get this Undead or Alive to the table.
Have you guys played any Zombicides yet?
I played second edition.
Is it a fun game? Like, how does it compare to like Cthulhu Death May Die? Do you think it's
Cthulhu Death May Die is so much better, I think.
Okay.
I wish that I got a Marvel Cthulhu Death May Die type thing. Mm-hmm. That would be amazing.
Well, knowing Kaman, I bet that you'll get one eventually.
I hope so, because it is
they could have bypassed the Marvel United storyline and then just sort of jump straight to like the Marvel Cthulhu Death May Die scenarios. Bring in the giant Galactus into the scenarios.
Yeah.
Get a Zombicide little crossover.
I think that would be incredible. Oh yeah, they could just do that. Like, you've got the miniatures from Marvel Zombicide. Give us some crossover. They did that with some of their other stuff.
Yeah. Easy peasy. Have you guys been looking at the graphic novels?
Yeah.
Pre-order?
I haven't looked close. I haven't actually looked at the Kickstarter. I know they're out, or they're on pre-order. Is that how
pre-order?
It is? Yeah. Pre-order. Can you buy individual ones, like just the Cthulhu Death May Die ones?
Yeah.
I'll probably do it then. I got to go check it out.
Yeah, they have different packs available, and you get discounts as you purchase more.
Right.
Yeah, I probably will, just to get the Cthulhu stuff, but also I think a graphic novel in that world would be super cool. So I'd like to check it out. Didn't one of you guys, David, had the graphic novel from the previous?
What did I do? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
Did you say it wasn't a good graphic novel? Like it wasn't?
No, I think I got distracted partway through. Like I read part of it, and then life tends to get in the way, so I don't think I ever really finished it. But no, I thought it was all right from what I read.
Does the new Kickstarter include the old one, or is it like only new stuff, or is it some?
Oh, I don't know actually.
Okay,
I think it's only the new stuff. I wish that we could get the old miniatures, because some of those OG miniatures for the pre-order were amazing. I think some of those were the coolest miniatures.
They don't have that anymore. Now they have just different miniatures for the same story, for the same scenario or something.
No, now you just buy the graphic novel and that's all you get. But with this pre-order, right, that's new miniatures. It's got an old one now.
Okay.
Or what do you call it? An ancient one, whatever.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I haven't looked closely at it. That sounds cool. Yeah. Why not? I got enough other Cthulhu Death May Die stuff. Might as well do this too. Why don't I just add on that $180 Cthulhu Riley Rising miniature? Why not?
Wait,
you guys, like half of you guys already did it. I'm like making fun of it. And you guys all like already did it.
I haven't confirmed.
I should not have, but I did
because I believe
David.
I believe my local game store is bringing in all of the things, and they are bringing in one Riley Rising, and it's got my name on it. So I have up until it delivers to the store whether or not I want to decide if I'm going to actually pull the plug on it.
See, and then you don't have to pay shipping for it, right? Like,
no. So they're going to get the retailer subsidized shipping and stuff like that on it.
Nice.
See, that would be worth it. If I had a retailer around here that I knew could get it in for me and I didn't have to pay the shipping, I just got to pay like the standard price or whatever, or even just a little bit higher, I would be fine with that. I might actually pick it up, but I couldn't justify it. I got pretty much everything else, but not that.
Yeah. Seth says during my 2-week vacation coming up, he's going to get Obsession to the table with the wife and learn if it kills us. Learn it if it kills us.
It's not a hard game, to be honest, Seth. It's actually a pretty streamlined game. It's solidly fun.
And Maurice wants to get his hands on it. Maybe we have to try a game on Board Game Arena, Maurice. Maybe we'll have to try that.
Yeah, I still want to try it sometime. I just was like, well, I'm not feeling great, and I'm just got too many other things I'm trying to do too. So I was like, I don't want to try to learn something big.
Is Tim?
That looks complicated, at least.
Tim's got like 3 of these places of power.
Yeah, but I have no points. Well, I have 2 points.
Oh my gosh, I feel like
I'm about to steal someone's dragon out of their discard pile too. So I'm looking forward to that.
Rude.
Rude. So rude. Okay, now what? No, if I was a planning man, I would do this. Yeah. Confirm.
Excuse me.
Has Riley taken the longest turns yet?
I don't know.
Well, David fell a little behind, but he did step away for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I had to go. I had to go read a book, so it's still not as long as a Riley turn, but I couldn't wait any longer. So.
Look, I'm at 105. David's at 54. So
I'm also very disappointed, Riley, that you're not wearing your hospital gown shirt.
I changed it. I was wearing it earlier today, and I told my wife, they will make fun of me if I wear that shirt. I have to change before. And then I went and changed, and she's like, you were for real? Yeah, I'm for real. I get made fun of.
That's hilarious.
We'll make fun of you for other stuff.
She was like, it doesn't look like a hospital gown shirt. And then she pulled up, she just Googled hospital gown, and she's like, okay, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it does.
So all the places of power are gone.
Maurice, we did not bully Riley on his attire. If we were going to bully anyone, it'd be Ryan for wearing that goofy AGNO shirt.
Whoa! Wow!
Just because it was David's pick this week.
Listen,
Tim, when it's your pick, I'll wear your shirt.
I can't help you with your fashion problems, Tim. Look, if you can't recognize a damn near perfect shirt, I don't know how to help you understand quality. I just don't. I
actually really like that design. I really do. I think it's a great design. I got to pick one up. I just got to get my butt off and get off my butt.
I really like that.
Oh, is that your new?
I will buy that when that is available. You let me know.
I'll let you know.
Is that your Bunkers and Badasses shirt?
Yeah, it's based on one of our characters in our game. So
cool.
Yeah.
Maurice is saying that Attitude Era design is fire.
That's right.
Yeah.
NWO for life. Okay, so now I will tap and confirm. I'm trying to get some points here, Tim. I'm getting some points.
Uh-oh. You guys look at I'm not even close to the lead. I don't know what you're worried about.
Yeah. I know how these types of games work. Whereas it's like all of a sudden there's a turn where it's like, oh, I'll just do this and then I'll do this. It's like Riley playing Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Huh? What?
You heard me. Lost Ruins. I'm just going to keep doing this. Oh, did you guys all pass? Oh, I'll just do this. I'm just going to take a 10-minute turn now.
It was 15 minutes, okay?
I just got I got it 4 more points just now, so
oh gosh.
Wow.
Gosh, this game's going to be over in no time.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, no time. No time at all.
So I'm like
so
halfway
talk
through a
us, Tim.
game of Argent the Consortium. Have you played that, any of you?
I want to play that so bad. That's like definitely, I should have added that to my top 5 games I want to play list that we just recorded, because I still really want to try that.
You know, I'm only halfway through, so it's maybe too early to say, but I really dig it. I like you have to like draft your workers at the beginning, and then there's like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 different kinds of mages, and they each have a special ability when you put things out. Like, there's so much cool stuff going on. It's wow, it's awesome. I'm amazed more people don't talk about it.
It's funny. I've never played any level 99 stuff, and I really want to play that, and I really want to play their like CCG simulator game. I forget what that one's called.
I want to play that too, yeah.
But those 2 games,
that one's hard to find, but I asked them if it was going to be reprinted, and they said that a reprint's incoming, so
nice.
So that's coming up. But yeah, I haven't played everything of theirs, but they haven't done me wrong yet. I like that, and Bullet, and
Bullet
Battlecon's really good.
Bullet's been one of my favorite discoveries this year.
That sounds really fun.
It is a great game with so many really good modes.
Yeah, I have a friend who's got Argent the Consortium. So, sorry, I have a friend that's got Argent, so I'm hoping to get that played pretty soon. But yeah, that's
awesome. Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it.
Bullet's supposed to be so cool as well.
Yeah, I like every mode in that one. It's so fun. But I think I like the competitive, like timed one the best. It's just really frantic and like stressful in a fun way, but you can't go wrong any way you play it, really. Excuse me.
Oh gosh. Let me just take a look here. How many more turns is Tim gonna take this turn? Like, oh my gosh, look at all the cards he has.
I don't have much going on. I wouldn't worry about it.
No, I kind of ran out of things to do this turn, so I'm at a pass. Lasai.
That was my first real like turn, I feel like, where I actually got to participate.
Well, Tim's sitting at 6 points. I'm sitting at 5 points. David's got 2 points plus the first player marker, and Riley's got a point.
So next turn, Riley gets 10 or 9 points, and that'll be it. That'll be good.
That's what I set this whole thing up for.
I
don't think this is that type of game.
This is just a lot. This is a lot of moving your resources around and trying to find out where can they go to get the points. Eventually.
Yeah. I don't think I did a great job drafting, but
are all of these things just gold? Do the rest of these point cards here cost gold?
Yeah, they all cost 4 gold, and they're going to be different points, and some of them have abilities on them.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I need to do here. Okay, Coop.
All right.
I'm going to leave that. Whoops.
It just
leave
happened.
that there. I saw some things. Glitch.
It's when somebody else takes an action while it's waiting for you to choose, it refreshes for some reason.
Got it.
I don't know why that is, but that's how it works.
Interesting. I don't know if I'm going to get the 10 point. I know I'm definitely. I think Tim might rock it up this turn.
Yeah,
rocket. Yeah. That's my Def Leppard impression. Sorry.
What were you trying to sing?
Rocket.
Oh,
Rocket. Yeah.
Satellite.
I don't know what they say at that point. That's fine.
It's Satellite of Love.
Okay.
Can we mute other people on
I never
this
knew
thing,
that.
or is that just like?
And do you know what? The only reason why I know they say "Satellite of Love" because I saw them in concert, and during that song, "Satellite of Love" flashes across the big screen. Because
nobody knew that.
Because no one knew what the words were.
Exactly.
They had to do that.
Satellite love.
Yes, Maurice, you are witnessing the fall of Riley. I will be last place this time.
Riley, you got a lot of resources. You should start doing something with those resources.
What am I supposed to do? I can't.
They're
not gold.
It seems like you didn't draft the right cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I got here?
I had a plan. It just did not work.
It just didn't come to fruition.
Yeah, like when I was drafting, I thought, oh yeah, I can do this one and then this one, but it didn't come up in that order.
Oh, now you got. Thank you, Tim.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
What does this card even do? I drafted it and I'm like, oh, okay. Got it. Gots it. Click. Now we're at the stage of the stream where we just hear clicking.
Yeah.
Click this. Click that. Click this. Click that. What are we all asking Santa for this year?
So this is interesting. My mom asked me, she texted me, she's like, hey, I want to feed your board game obsession. What do you want for Christmas? And I couldn't think of a single game that I actually wanted to own in my collection. Like there's a lot of games I want to play, but I just didn't want to add something that I didn't know I loved. So that was a really, really tough call for me. I did finally put a short list together for it, but it was a tough one.
Like, is it different because this is somebody else going to pay for the game to add to your collection?
No, I just don't acquire that many games. They have to be something I really want to play for me to choose to buy it. So it was a tough call for me because I only want games here that I know I'm going to get played my copy of. And I've got a lot of friends around the area that they have a huge collection. If we get together with them, they want to play their hot new game. So I'll just like, yeah, I'll play your game. So it's only a game that I'm going to play solo or that I think is going to get played a lot with my wife and my friend Jen. Like the three of us play a lot of games together. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm playing other people's games. So I just don't want a lot of games that won't get played. And so it was a tough one.
There goes Tim bragging about how many board game friends he has. So popular.
Well, Riley, you'll like that. The one of the ones that I suggested that I would be open to was Marble Champions. That's a game I would like to try. I really had a fun time with Arkham Horror, the card game. Yeah. And so now that I had such a fun time with that, I'm a little bit more pumped.
It's definitely different. Like it's very thematic to be Marvel.
Yeah, I get it. It's not the storytelling, but
might be better.
But that's why I want to try it though. So it seems like it would be a fun gift.
Yeah, no, definitely. I love Marvel Champions.
And then
it's
I'm
probably
sure
my most played game this year.
Like I wouldn't go down and buy like every expansion like Maurice does, and like most of you probably do. But I could find like, hey, there's a couple characters I really love. And I kind of want to try like there's that Sinister Six like expansion, that big campaign expansion that sounds fun to me. So I wouldn't mind doing some of that stuff.
Mojo Mania, Maurice, I know you're here, and I meant to watch your video on it. I haven't watched it yet. But Mojo Mania, holy cow, that little 3-part campaign is some of the best stuff they've done. It's not difficult. It's maybe even too easy, but they really got creative with the scenarios there.
What's in Mojo Mania? What characters or villains or whatever?
Oh my goodness. Mojo.
So there's Mojo, there's Spiral, and there is the one guy that I wasn't too familiar who he actually was.
Yeah, I don't know him.
The Spiral
like Magog or something like that?
Oh yeah, Magog.
Yes.
I thought Magog was a Superman villain. Am I crazy? Like, is that also a Superman villain?
Yes,
I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
There was at some point a DC Marvel crossover. Maybe that's where they got introduced. Maybe that's where you're thinking.
Maybe. I don't know.
Tim's 1 point away, folks.
But what they did is, because it's kind of like Mojo Mania is like a TV type thing, right? It's all about the ratings, and so your decks that you shuffle in there, the modular stuff, are different genres. So you have like sitcom or horror or Western, whatever they are, and it adds a different feel to it.
Nice.
And I think it's just really, really well done. But and then the scenarios aren't necessarily like, don't let them get full or else you lose. They're more interesting, where it's the very first one, Magog, I thought was really fascinating, because in that one you're racing to gain the audience's favor. First 1 to 10 points wins.
Yeah.
And I thought that was just so cool.
Yeah, that sounds super fun. Yeah, now you guys got me psyched up. I think I want to give it a shot.
And that was the first scenario pack that scenario pack gave us 3 like scenarios to actually play. The last time they did that was the Green Goblin one, where that one gave us 2 scenarios to play, but all the other ones were just kind of like a 1 scenario. Even though the Kang scenario pack was a very epic scenario.
All right, guys. So I just want to point out what's happening. Normally, if someone got to 10 points, you'd wait till the end of the round, and when everybody passed, then you'd measure points, right? But I have a card, the Sorcerer's Bestiary, that I can tap to check victory now. So I'm going to tap it. Boom. Turn to check victory. Confirm. And then if you guys have a response, you don't. Nobody had a response.
No.
So I just won the game like that.
Look at that.
I could have gotten probably 4 more points that turn from all the stuff I had.
My
goodness. Look at this. Like there's Tim's like ELO rating of like 217 to us noobs.
That's why he was so enthusiastic about getting this.
And I've never won Obsession, so that's a good point. Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I was actually starting to gain steam. I was going to probably get to 10 points this turn if you didn't have that.
Were you? Okay. Well, I would have gotten a little bit higher, I think, but I was glad I had that to check it. I mean, you guys did. It was probably. I didn't mean to like not tell you about it, but I saw you all pass when you could have bought the first of the Places of Power that I bought. And when you all passed, I was like, that's awesome. So I bought it, and then I bought a second one in the same turn. And I was like, I feel pretty good about this one right now.
I literally didn't even know those were like what those were. I don't know. And I passed because I was like, I don't want to take too long. I'll just let's look at the times. But I didn't want to take too long to look at it. Oh! I am so close to the lowest thinking time.
Everyone was pretty close. It was not far off. Not far off.
Hey,
Ryan,
I had the what?
By 21 seconds.
That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. It also took us an hour to play this game tonight.
That's not, to be honest, at 4-player, that's not bad. I mean, it's probably a 45-minute game with 4 players normally.
Okay.
So I think an hour is not too bad. Maybe it's a little shorter than that. I played it 2 and 3.
45.
Yeah, and it's usually like 20 to 30 minutes for a 2 to 3 player game. So I think 40, 45 is not bad. So I think an hour is pretty good when you're streaming and chatting, and with the way you guys play, I think that's not bad.
This guy tonight.
Again.
This guy tonight. That's why I invite him on.
Well,
read what Marie said. That not only did Tim win, but he bragged how much worse it could have been.
Yeah. So we know which one of us is a mean drunk. So that's good.
That's absolutely not true. I'm a happy drunk. Everybody knows this. I'm in a bad mood. Just give me some alcohol. I'm never mean. That's one of my redeeming qualities. It's the only thing that's good about me is that I'm a happy drunk.
Fantastic. I'm itching for this to actually come in stock for me to actually. I do want to pick this one up. This would actually play quite quick physically between like say 2 people.
Yeah.
I think so.
This is a game that I just dig so much that I have it, and I bought both expansions. And what's amazing is this fairly compact box fits both expansions beautifully. Like you can, with the insert, it's got a nice little insert. Everything goes in there great. It's a resource tray that pops out onto the table. You don't have any baggies. It is just a great production. And I love it so much. I'm like, I don't know who I'm going to play this with, but I bought it. I think I played it once when my brother is in town, or maybe once with Adam too. But I've only played it a couple of times, and I'm so glad I have it on my shelf because it's just a fun game that I'll play anytime. The expansions are clever. So the first one adds mostly just some more cards, but it adds a type of card that are like demons. And so there's cards that interact with demons. And then there's a couple new the magic items, that you choose at the beginning of the round. So there's a couple new magic items. So that's kind of fun. But the second one is really neat. It adds this new resource called pearls, and you have to get to 12 points to win the game. But pearls are a generic. They can be anything, and they're worth a point if you have them. So it's kind of, and then there's some cards that trigger off of pearls. So it adds kind of like an extra special resource you get. Really fun though. And you add all those in, and then you got like all of them add new wizards that you start with. So like when you're drafting, you just have a bigger variety of wizards. You have a bigger variety of the 8 cards that you're going to draft in your starting deck. So it just adds variability, but doesn't really change the rules in any significant way. So they're fun expansions.
I like that kind of expansion where it doesn't necessarily add too much overhead.
Tim, I was already sold that I was going to buy it. It's just he just kept piling it on why this game is actually absolutely. I actually didn't even know that there was expansions for this game, so that's actually even more interesting.
And they're cool. So like the main game is like in a box about this big. Maybe it's like an 8x8 box, and then the expansions are in little like maybe 8x4 boxes or something like that. But they all like, because it's almost all cards. And it's funny that somehow, I don't know if they planned this or it was just lucky, but the resource tray had an empty spot in the middle of it. And so those pearl resources that come in the third expansion, they just go perfectly in the middle spot in the resource tray.
Nice.
So everything just it's an awesome little package for like an engine builder and resource management game. Like this is a Euro game with a cool theme on it, great production, and it plays in 30 minutes. Like how can you beat it? It's just such a cool little package.
Perfect.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, ladies, I know we were talking about trying to get a second game in, but I don't think we're gonna manage to get a second game if it takes about another hour or so in for tonight. At least on stream. I don't know what these guys are doing after stream and whatnot, but thank you for everybody who tuned in and watched us tonight. Maurice is saying, "Good game, gentlemen. Always a pleasure to watch you play and talk amongst each other." And Seth, always a treat to tune in and watch Tim turn into Steven Seagal on you guys.
I was gonna ask a question.
Sure.
So last month we played Champions of Midgard. I bought it. David, you bought it, right?
Yeah, and I've got the Euro box coming here any day now.
Nice.
So.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So my wife was afraid. Like I told her I wanted it for Christmas, and then yesterday or today, I don't know which it was, she was like, "I'm too afraid to buy off of a site that like I don't know. So you do it, and you'll just I'll wrap it and all that." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So I'm getting that for Christmas.
Nice.
Because I'm just so excited. I absolutely loved that game. But Ryan, do you have it?
So
are you gonna get it?
So interesting thing, Chris from the Tabletop Express was following our conversation on Twitter one day, and he says, "Oh man, I would have totally sold it to you if I knew."
Oh.
So I bought Chris's copy.
Oh, nice.
And he
That's
said
awesome.
he's got like a lot of upgrades.
He's got upgrades and promos, and he says he got everything. So I bought everything that there is for the game from Chris. So thank you, Chris, from the Tabletop Express. There was a little confusion in the shipping. Ryan Espin was supposed to send me the game because the game was actually at his house, except for I got a box of Ghostbuster stuff. That got sent to me. So the Ghostbuster stuff was actually supposed to go to somewhere else in New Jersey or New York State. Somewhere there. And I think they got my Champions of Midgard. I think he got the shipping labels switched around. So we have to do this big old swap-a-rooney thing again. But
at
it's
least
coming
shipping
to me.
Canada is very cheap.
This is why you never trust the Tabletop Express.
Wow. Wow.
We should have sent it by train.
I was so jealous, man. I've been meaning to talk to Chris and Ryan about this, but getting to learn a game from Rodney in person at a convention and then beat him at it. Just I don't know. Sounds like a really cool.
What game was it that they did that with? I didn't hear that.
It was a coin game. I don't know.
Isn't it Cuba Libre?
Cuba Libre.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fun. And Rodney's been talking about that one a lot. That's cool.
Yeah.
I want to try a coin game. I don't want to, but I don't like the like kind of more modern warfare theme. And the only one I know of that is not that is it's one called Pendragon, which I guess is one of the most complicated ones. So I don't know if that's the best way to break into that or not.
No, Root. Root is the best way to break
Root.
into a coin game.
Play Root.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be by far the more introductory.
Yeah, it's a little more approachable, although still similar enough, and it's a way cuter. So
Yep.
I think
probably way cuter.
Yeah, I don't even know why you'd want to go to another coin game after you play that, to be honest.
Well, the only thing is, I know like a lot of the ones I looked at anyway have some way to do like a solo mode, and I don't think Root
does have a solo mode.
Maybe
Yep.
Does it now?
Yeah. It actually had one in the base box, but it wasn't super strong.
That.
But they released a new version that's like mechanical cats or something.
Don't you
like
hate
that.
Root?
No, I think Root is a solid game. I don't think it's worth I don't think any coin game is worth the effort to learn and teach it. That's the deal, right? It's not that. It's like for me and for most people, I think recommending that as a game that you should go learn. It's like an hour-long teach, because you got to teach 4 different factions. I think that's true of any coin game.
It's the asymmetry.
Yeah. And so it's not a bad, it's a pretty cool game. It's a pretty fun game. I just don't think it's worth the effort. And some people love it. Probably if I had a group that wanted to play with me, twice a month, it'd probably be an awesome game, but I don't really want to spend that much time in it. So no, Root's great. I would never say you shouldn't try Root. I think it's a cool game.
Yeah.
And I would love to play.
And now what they're they've automated all of the factions. So now you can play solo or cooperatively against the automated factions. So that's actually what we actually kind of do sometimes, is that we play 2-player and we choose 2 factions and just have the bots run those 2 factions, and we're just trying to compete against the 2 bots. Now, so
I didn't know that was an option. That's cool. I might actually check it out.
What do they? No, I can't even remember what they. I've got all the boxes consolidated. I can't remember what they exactly call them, but they've.
Yeah, it's like Clockwork Cats or something.
The Clockwork
like
expansions.
Yeah.
That's what they're called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's funny thinking about Root, because I heard Patrick Leder's interview on Riley's show, and then I just recently heard Cole Worley's interview on Boards Alive show, and the two of them working together, I can see how they're kind of crazy geniuses. They're both just like scatterbrained and crazy, and just like have so many ideas, and it's funny. I mean, it's cool that they're like Leader Games is putting out some really weird, quirky stuff and making it successful. But you can tell they're hardworking. They got a lot of ideas.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool combination of personalities.
And just super nice. I was so blown away with Patrick, because when he started talking about Path, like he hadn't announced that. He just started talking about it on my show, and I was like, isn't this supposed to be like a secret or something? Like most publishers or designers that I have, they're keeping things under wraps or can't talk about it. But he's just like, nope, I'll just talk about anything and everything I want. He was a total open book. And even like before and after we started, I heard things that I'm like, I should not know this, right? Like,
did he share with you that they're not going to ruin arcs and make it more complicated? They're going to keep it as cool as it was when I backed it.
Yes. No, I don't know. Actually, he on stream he was saying like it's not arcs isn't my favorite.
No.
Or like on that episode he was like, I like where it's at and everything, but it's not my favorite.
Wow. That's
funny.
So interesting.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite of Leader's games that I've played so far. So that's interesting. I guess that's the thing, right? Like people like different types of games. And so, I'm sure that Patrick and Cole are creating games that they love, but I probably don't want to play games with them because they don't like the same games that I do. And so now they've created a game that they don't love as much. And I actually happen to think it's a really cool game. So, that's how it goes sometimes. People, like Stonemaier games and Jamie Stegmaier, some people are like, hey, his designs are amateur. They're not like super great or whatever. And I'm like, but he likes the same types of games I do. It's clear because I love playing his games. Like he makes games that are games that I like to play. And Garfield is the same way. Like I can tell. And I looked at their Shem Phillips and Sam McDonald put out their top 50 list last year of favorite games they like to play, and it's like almost mirrors my top 50 list. Like their lists are like the same games that I love to play. So you can see that's why they're creating games that I love to play. So it's it takes all times. People have different tastes, and designers have different tastes, and of course you're going to gravitate towards designing a game that you would want to play, but it doesn't mean that everybody likes that type of game. So
cool. I agree.
Wow. All right, I'm going to shut down the stream here for tonight. We can keep chatting afterwards. But great conversation, fellas.
You have to miss it, listeners or viewers.
Right. We're gonna get
Seth, last comment. Seth said, "Have a great night, gents. You better have beards in next stream."
Yeah.
Oh, that was so long ago that he said that too.
Don't worry. After next week, I'm going to be taking a week off. The week after Christmas, I'm going to be taking streaming off. Just kind of relax, rejuvenate with friends, come back stronger in the new year. But if you've made it this far to the stream, thank you everybody who has been watching. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Go watch my Under Falling Skies stream that I did last Tuesday. If you made a comment in the video, you get entered in a Under Falling Skies puzzle, a 1,000 piece puzzle if you were interested. Nice. And that's open to Canada and continental US. Those puzzles were donated by Amazing Stories. So I gave away one live on stream, and then I'm going to give away one to somebody who makes a comment.
Is that the box cover?
It's the puzzle of the box.
I'm totally
cover.
Commenting. I want that puzzle. I'm commenting.
You got a great chance. There's only been 2 comments so far.
Oh, wow.
So you got a great chance. I have no idea when I'm going to close it. Maybe I'll close it right after Tim comments.
Gonna sneak it in right under the wire before I comment, probably.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Tim, David, Riley, thank you once again for joining me, getting this one right in before the Christmas holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whichever one you celebrate. I hope you have a fantastic time with family and friends. Get in all that gaming. Get in lots of gaming in that holiday season.
Happy holidays to you, Ryan. Thanks for having us on again this week.
Yeah. And then
this is
Happy
seriously
holidays
one of
to you
my
guys.
favorite.
And then next week, join me on Tuesday. Arwen from the Cardboard Time podcast is going to be joining me on stream. We're going to continue our rivalry of games we've been playing Point Salad on BGA like nonstop consistently for about a couple weeks now. And we're going to take our rivalry on stream. She right now holds the 3 games lead on our overall season series. I'm trying to close the gap, but she's getting pretty good at it. She's getting pretty good at the game. And then next Thursday, I'm trying to get a bunch of people on stream just to kind of do like a right before the holidays party on Board Game Arena. I want to try to play like Just One, or because I haven't played Just One on Board Game Arena. I want to see how that actually plays, but maybe play a couple party games to just have a whole bunch of people just have a really, really good time on stream. That's kind of like what my goal is.
Ryan, I want to join that. I'm just going to be coming back from Cabo on Wednesday night, so I got to see if my schedule's open. But if you don't mind last minute joins, I might join in there.
Yes, Ryan. I'll have to see if my butler is going to be working that day, because I gave him the day off.
Hey, listen, guys. Cabo is the cheapest vacation you can take within like 3 hours of us down here in Arizona. So it's not that special. You know what is special? I'm better than all of you. Just deal with it.
So have you guys been to what's it? Teotihuacan? I'm not saying
Teotihuacan.
That right. Yeah. Thank you, yes. Anybody been there?
Wait.
I've been there.
I don't think anyone's been there here.
How do you pronounce? I would think Tim would know how to pronounce it if he's actually been there.
Teotihuacan.
Okay. Because I've been here. I heard a whole bunch of weird, crazy things on that episode of your show. I was like, what is going on here?
I think Tom Vassell calls it Teotihuacan. So he's probably right. I'm just going to...
Tom Vassell looks like the type of guy that cares about cultural, accuracy.
Oh my God!
No.
And I'm
just gonna leave that alone.
The 4 of us are goners. No.
Are we going to be part of the Dice Tray network now?
Yeah, we gotta do that.
All right, folks. Everybody have a great night. I'm glad that's the way we're ending here tonight.
Good night, everyone.
Have a good one, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.